One word: coherency. This new mechanic, introduced in Darktide, is a game changer. So for those that played the beta, it was a concept that was simply explored in the tutorial, where if you stand close to an ally, you regenerate your shield faster than your natural slow rate. You also obtain a small amount of shield every time you kill an enemy, but this is rather minuscule. And besides the point of this video. So the first question you have is, what is coherency? Basically, coherency is a value that represents the number of allies within a set radius from your own character's position. Although the exact distance is not yet well established, the gist is that coherency increases when you and your team are close to one another and decreases when you start venturing further apart, when you go outside the boundaries of coherency radius. But you may ask, what are the implications? So the implications is that there has been a fundamental ideological shift in the way you fight as a team compared to Vermintide. In Vermintide, as a team, you live, fight, and die based upon excelling in your role that you have chosen, whether that is Coherency as a ranged elite killer or Senna as a crowd control monster. The baseline is that if you play your role well, the team benefits overall. This is where Darktide comes in. This is flipped on its head. Many talents and buffs in the talent trees of the classes in Darktide do play with coherency. An example would be the Zealot, a melee focus absolute movement speed demon with their special ability being a dash to quickly close in the distance and eliminate very dangerous enemies to the team. Two of the potential Zealot talents exploit coherency, and these are one, a 10% toughness damage reduction perk for all allies in coherency range, and there's a more advanced version, 20% toughness damage reduction for allies in coherency range. The implications of this is that this could be the difference between your allies melting from a horde or straight up face tanking a horde without any permanent health damage or even minuscule health damage. That means with coherency, you fight side by side or you die alone. And therein lies the biggest change that I believe is from Vermintide to Darktide. The shift in player agency. Players now need to make a conscious decision as to whether to leave the coherency range of their allies, abandoning the overlapping auras in a fight that make them a far more powerful combatant, to maybe either kill a gunline or elites that may cause trouble in the future. And that is the fundamental difference. The game encourages team play in a way by incentivizing strategic decisions about team positioning and making the player a more powerful combatant. So, the overall effect. Now more than ever, team positioning is key to success. By remaining in coherency range, characters will hit harder, be naturally tankier, have more grenades and ranged ammo available in a fight. Therefore, it is my belief that Darktide is a little bit more team dependent, and is in my opinion that this game really shines at its best if you have a squad of mates to play with on comms at the higher difficulties, just barely winning through the skin of your teeth, because you get that overall satisfaction of having to overcome a difficult obstacle. Lone wolves and solo players may not find this game as fulfilling as those with a ready set of mates to play and go through the game with. If you've enjoyed this info video, please just leave a comment down below as to what your thoughts about the differences between Darktide and Vermintide will be, just so that we can help other people who may not have played the beta and who have played Vermintide to make that decision if Darktide is the game for them. So thank you all for listening. I'll see you next time.